Everyone, I'm going to show you how to use my NPC Conversation Asset. So when you import the asset, you'll find a folder here called NPC Conversation. Let's go and open that up. We notice there's 4 folders: Editor, GUI Skins, NPC Core, Test. Inside the editor is just an editor script, which will show the custom inspector when we hover on object with the conversation script. Not important to look at. GUI Skins a little bit more important. Over here we have the textures we're going to be using in our GUI. They're pretty terrible. And then here are the GUI skins, which will be being used to display the textures. Over here we have the conversation script, which is the core of, well, the asset. And over here we have the test folder, which is a few things I gave you to get on your way. So let's go open up this scene. You notice the NPC. You notice his name. The name is purely because of the NPC targeting script. The way it works is you start off the name with NPC, and then you give the name that you want for your NPC. I'm not going to go into too much detail for this because it's a side script and it's really easy to understand. You also notice on my NPC I have an audio source. That is because I'm going to be playing audio through my NPC. If you're not going to be having audio with your NPC, you do not need an audio source on your NPC. Speaking of audio, you see goodbye audio. What that does is it plays this audio when the conversation ends. So let's go ahead and drag this goodbye audio on it. And you notice the activated boolean, which you really won't be messing with, but maybe you want to go test it. You go over here and you activate it. Oh no, we got an error. Let's go ahead and look at that. This error is saying we have a null reference exception. Let's go ahead and look at our GUI skins. Maybe it's in there. Oh, we don't have any of our GUI skins assigned. That is why we're getting this error. We need to go ahead and assign our GUI skins before we can go ahead and use our NPC dialog. Do that real fast. So you see that I went and assigned my base skin over to my base skin, and my reply text normal skin to my reply text normal skin, and so on and so on. Now I'm going to go explain what each one does. Oh hey, it popped up a GUI. So what the phrase GUI skin does is, see where it says line? That is the phrase that the NPC is saying. And all the customization for this is going to be inside the label. So if we go ahead and change this, it's going to change the text color. Go ahead and change this to 70. Oh no, it's really big. You go ahead and change anything in the label and it's going to change how this looks. And then you go over to base and you notice, oh, label does nothing, so let's go ahead and look in box. It's in box because, well, it's going to be a box in our GUI. You notice our base box texture is there, and there's no text color because there's not going to be any text on it. And the up and down arrows are the same exact thing as the base, but it's using the up arrow texture and the down arrows texture. And if you wanted to, you can use hover to change the texture. But I do not have that option because I'm not very good at 2D art. Now, the more complex stuff is in the reply normal and reply selected. You would normally think it's in the label, but it's not. It's over here in the box. And you can see that the text color is red for the selected and it's white for the normal. You may be asking, why isn't there anything in my GUI? That is because we have not made any phrases yet. Let's go ahead and see we have one reply called reply 0. And hey, I remember this, that was over here. We go ahead and change this to something like, hello, I'm an NPC. Keyboard types. Proper grammar. Phrase 0. See, it's empty, that's why we weren't seeing any text. Hi, NPC. Goodbye, NPC. You may have noticed I kind of skipped over a few things there, but I'm going to go back right now. So you see the reply to go to. This doesn't make much sense yet because, well, we only have one reply. But what this does is it goes to that reply when this phrase is selected. So -1 means we're going to exit the conversation when we select this. Let's go ahead and test that out. for clicking, you click on it and you have to click on it again to go ahead and select it. And then you can use the arrow keys, or you can press enter. Oh, hey, it exited and it played a noise. In phrase 0 and the phrase 1, that makes a lot of sense because our reply to go to is -1 and we have no script to play. What the script to play does is it plays that script when this phrase is selected. And I'll go into that a little bit more at the end. Another thing within our reply variable is the audio to play. And that is the audio that's going to play when this reply gets started. Let's go ahead and add the hello audio, because the NPC is saying hello. I can't be sure if you guys can hear that or not, because I don't know if this is recording the desktop audio too, but I definitely said hello. Now I'm going to go and add another reply. Go ahead and press the plus button. In this reply, I want to make the hi NPC go to that one. So this is reply 1, so let's go put reply to go to as 1. No one ever says hi to me. And phrase 1, say something like, okay, can I see your store? Or, store please. And since I'm already there, we might as well just jump into script to play. So for this case, I'm going to want to exit the conversation when I say this, and then open up the script. And see what that does. No one ever says hi to me. Hello, a shop has opened up. There's no way to get out of this because the script is very simple. All I just want to do is show that, well, I can open a script with this. So you'd probably never use that in an actual game. But you can see that it's very easy to start making conversations get very complex. And one thing you notice is that, well, I said goodbye when I opened up the store. That's one thing that you have to keep in mind. So the goodbye audio is going to play no matter what. But if maybe you want different conversations to say different thing at the end, you can just make a script that plays an audio clip. It's that simple. You can see how simple making a complex conversation can be with my asset. Thanks for watching.